Hello. Welcome back to Pathologic. We are very exhausted. We only have a couple hours left of the day. And we still haven't finished the main quest, which seems to indicate that I have not completed accepting my father's inheritance. Foreman Oyun has told me to talk to Aspity about it. The going live message was 10 minutes ago. Hello, Narsty. Yeah, it is 7:15. Let's go talk to Aspity. See if I can remember how to get out of this place. The music in the Avatar is dope, by the way. Thoroughly enjoyed just letting that run for starting soon. This hole, always hiding from me. Moo. I hope my stream is okay. It was telling me I had an inconsistent, unstable bitrate. I can see the gray textures here causing the encoder to lose its mind, so it's as bad as snow. I'm wondering if I should get to Aspity's and nap for like an hour, just to get my exhaustion down a little bit. Just honestly don't know if I can. I'm gonna click save incessantly. I don't know if I can afford that. I feel like I've got to be close to done with everything. Light District. I can remember all of my buttons. There we go. Yep. Clear out. Good. Down. That's what the jump button is for, when you get stuck on geometry. Is it just me, or is the Plague District just extra heinous lately? Like, there's not that many stabbings and such going on, but still. Was pushing the wrong button, but we're here. Alright, Aspity, why does everybody look at me weird?
The Inquisitor proceeds with her terrible harvest. Is she pretty at least? Baby doll?
They just felt full of clouds and infected. Look me in the eye, Aspity. Do you hand over my father's inheritance to me in full? Every bit and every part of it? No, I didn't. I confess. What was it that you preferred not to share with me? It's a bone, a bos primigenus horn. Here, it confirms you are the eldest of the Burrocks, that you know the right and preserve the art of a copious Talgur. Why did you hide it from me? Intuition. Also, I have a strong feeling that this is the exact horn that had pierced your father's chest. I managed to snatch it from under the nose of Saburov's crazed henchmen while they were inspecting the crime scene. Had I given it to you, you would have been walking around the place with the murder weapon in your pocket. Oh. Okay. There's no way for her to know that Forbano Yun was going to challenge me on this, so... Seems smart that she took it, and also smart that she still has it. What you did was right. The Burrocks are a copious Talgur. You know the lines, you know how to cut a body open. The right is your right. There are but a few families of the kind left. I have no right to make this choice for you. Tell me about the other families. Few families still hold the right to carry out the right in this part of the steppe. The Mengises, the Beshets, the Burrocks, the Oyuns, and the Kryoks. The last of the Magises died. He was basically killed by Black Nina. The Beshits used to know the lines almost as well as the Mengises, but they've been brought not by Twyrene. Were they the best? Yes. Well, each family had its own line of work, and each was rather brilliant when handling their line. The Burrocks, for example, have always been talented healers. The Mengises were the most ruthless and decisive. The Beshets were the greatest in number. The Oyuns and the Kryoks have never been taken seriously. They are apprentices, not masters. Interesting. So not all Menku are healers. Unless the right she's talking about is not just the right to open bodies. Give me the bone. It is rightfully yours. Take it and forgive me. I swear that I meant well. Had I not abused the situation, you'd have been dead by now. You will now be once again accused of patricide by many. The week old story will repeat itself. Be prepared. It'll be different now. I will take care of it all on my own. I'm getting closer to the answer. Aspity tries to take care of me, and the foreman, he acts as if he is waiting for me to strangle him with my bare hands. I should return to him with this horn. The Bone Horn, Boss Primogenus, a beast from legend whose line reflected all the intricacies and laws of the universe, gave the bone to one of his first Menku. Okay, I'm gonna save, and then sleep 1 hour. Just to have just a little wiggle room here on the exhaustion. Okay, so the first Menku were gifted a cutting instrument from a great bowl made of its own bones. Following. Then that cutting instrument, which is supposed to be used by Menku to cut bodies as part of a ritual to heal, was found in Isidore Burrocks' chest after he was murdered. I agree that Aspity was just trying to help me. It's nice that she was really straightforward about it. Aspity still seems mysterious and powerful, but it is clear that she was being intentionally obtuse to Daniel. She is clever enough to seem weird and alien and to talk in circles when she needs to, and can be very direct and polite when she needs to.
Gave me these legs to make up for the crippled ones.
I have accepted my father's inheritance in full. Speak. I see. A worthy deed. I know now that you haven't had the bone before due to ignorance, not cowardice. It is henceforth yours. What do you want to know? Speak. Where did the blood you gave me yesterday come from? It is the blood of Boss Primogenes, an image of Boss Turok, who goes by the name of an Aurochs, an ancient steppe bull whose lines are akin to the lines of the cosmic bull. It was left over from a sacrificial rite. But the rite didn't go the way you wanted. You couldn't get living blood from the beast killed the day before yesterday. That is so, but I can draw it from the earth. It is the blood that feeds Suok's body, the blood that flows through her veins underground, the blood that we have been pouring there since time immemorial, feeding Boss Turok's body to be fed by him in return. So you've taken this blood from below the ground? How old is it? Warmed by Suok's body, brought to life by Suok's breath, the currents of thousands upon thousands upon thousands of bulls cut open lie underground. Its age should be of no concern to you. It's been the living blood of Suok from the moment it was poured into Boss Turok's veins. Where exactly is the entrance point that the blood gets poured into? I will tell you of this too. Here, in the abattoir, at the heart of the house of Suok, lies a well that is connected to the veins feeding the earth. Can blood be extracted from there? Only by an Odong, the foreman of the abattoir, who belongs to a long Talgur and knows the right. The blood rises from down below, heeding his call, but I will not call this blood for you until we are equal. Yeah, I'm gonna call bullshit on that. You can't. I'm not gonna do it for you because you're not worthy. No. You're not worthy. You can't actually do it. I don't want you to have it. You are unworthy of thinking about it, let alone taking it. It was not you, but Boos Vlad that I gave the blood to before, to help him and on his orders. Do the Olgimskis have some of the Suok blood? How can I get this blood? Making the sacrifice and fulfilling your father's duty, by passing every trial, completing every task, and proving you are worthy of making such a sacrifice. Not before that. Come tomorrow, we shall talk about it. I will. So Suok is like the great bowl of death, I think. And Busturok consumed Suok to create the earth. I believe that's the mythology. Oh, that opened mission. Who will the sought one be? Whom are we going to cure? Ever since I was a child, I knew that sacrifice is the only way to proceed. This has nothing to do with superstition or with the prophecies of the mistresses. This is just a fact. A sacrifice will have to be made. This sacrifice is what enables the Urdur to live. This has nothing to do with the ritual, but is rather suggested by the law of a higher justice. There is a sacrifice I should make, and I know what the offering is. This will be my only destination. Regardless of the path I take, the offering dies. The sought one lives. There is no other way. Having said that, I remember that a warden might appoint the offering himself, as long as the conditions are met. The offering, the rules dictate, should be appropriate. It should be proportionate. It should be linked closely to the one performing the sacrifice. Otherwise, what sacred power will the sacrifice bring forth? None whatsoever. So be it. Bowels of the earth beneath the town are filled with the smallest arteries transporting the sacred blood. The whole place is saturated with it. As far as I know, they could have been pouring blood into the earth for thousands of years, but why is the blood still hot? What keeps it alive? I should talk to Aglaya about it. If you say so, Artemy. If this is how things... I do not know how Bodo fits into this. I don't. If this is how things went during the Bachelor's run, then that means Aglaya knew about the blood in the abattoir when she sent Daniel to check out Vlad's well. I feel like I'm going to round a corner at any moment and just jumped by people. Like, I haven't run into a hit squad yet, and that's got me nervous. There should be a hit squad. I definitely went to the wrong exit. That's fine. We'll take this one. I feel like the way Artemis speaks still feels very foreign to me. It's like it almost makes sense, but not quite. I feel like his arguments are undefended. He doesn't know who we are saving, but he knows that whoever we are saving, we need to have a sacrifice for them. And I'm like, defend your answer. Why must there be a sacrifice? if the blood that Oyon gave me comes from under the earth, and that same blood is the source of the plague, that would explain why it works to make a panacea. I agree with Artemy. Why is it hot? That blood shouldn't have any life in it. In fact, the whole point of spilling the blood of all of the bulls for thousands of years is so that the life can be used. We can't still have life in it, otherwise what were all the rest of the sacrifices? Young Vlad says the ground is full of clean clay. Daniel and Aglaya suggested that the polyhedron reaches deeper than all of that. There's just some sort of thick clay crust preserving the life in the blood, like a skin.
We weren't given too much time now, were we? The army arrives tomorrow.
I'm happy to see you here. Still, it would be better for you not to come here too often. Interesting. I can tell her about Vlad. I've been to the abattoir. The things that I found there are hard to explain to an unprepared person. I am well prepared, though. I know your people's mythology. I know the legends of these lands. Tell me what you learned there. Tell me where the blood came from. I will believe the most mind-boggling report, especially if it's consistent with my own data and calculations. There was a whole system of underground tunnels beneath the town, up to the Gorkin River. Sacrificial blood has been poured down there for hundreds of years. No surprise there. I've read about it when I was preparing for the trip. Furthermore, I know for sure that other people have similar cults. We all belong to different ethnic groups. Some of them are northerners. The blood there is alive. That means the town nourishes it. And it probably nourishes the town. That's inexplicable, but it's a fact. Well, is it consistent with your data and calculations? Well, I'll be. It is consistent with the calculations. As for the data, well, It also is. This is why digging wells is prohibited around here. This is why the rivers are so shallow and the Gorkin is so clean. Yes, I'm impressed, but not shocked. I was prepared to encounter something unique, even though I expected the mundane. How do you explain this? Wait a moment. This may be a rather fascinating natural phenomenon, but you should look at it from a different angle. If there is blood circulating in the town, feeding it, then it's alive. This is your sought one. It all clicks, doesn't it? At least the size is fitting. What does Udurg mean? A body that contains the world. I'm simply interpreting Isidor's words. Here, I've written it down. He knew that said Udurg was in danger. He knew that only a miracle could save its life. He knew that in order to cure it, one would require rivers of panacea, and so he decided to replace the foreman and regain legitimate control over the kin to get closer to the Udurg's bowels. You are correct. Yes, it's true. Well, I have a different point of view, but I think I'm reconstructing Isidor's thought process more or less correctly. The sign refers to some unnamed entity. It was silly of him to include this super being in his list among ordinary patients. Must have been boggling his mind, too. Yes, that's my father, all right. If I try to put myself in his shoes and look at all this through his eyes, that's exactly what must have happened. Okay, quest completed, at the very least. My search has come to an end. The answer is an Udurg, the body that contains the world, a living creature that my father vowed to protect. The settlement nurtured by animal husbandry. One thing seems dubious, though. What kind of sacrifice could possibly be proportionate to such a sought one? Okay, so today's story amounts to the town itself is alive, with literal veins of blood in it. And Artemy believes the blood still has life in it because the town is still alive. And that blood also feeds the town. Isidore believed that. And Isidore listed amongst his patients, which would have normal townspeople, sick from various diseases. He also listed the patient, the body that contains the world, because it was also sick. And in order to cure it, he wanted to replace Foreman Oyun, because only that position has the right to make a sacrifice strong enough, and Oyun can't do it. Okay. I'm following, I think, most of the logic. Yes, Isidore believed a river of panacea would be needed. That river of panacea would supposedly come from the same veins of blood. Okay. Nothing. I don't have anything for drugs. There is a pharmacy over here. I think that nails it in RSD. Use the rivers of blood to make rivers of panacea to cure the town. Miradorm will have to do. 2. I've got 1 smoked meat, 1 milk, which is useful for herbs. Yeah, Oyun is not going to just go quietly into the night. No, absolutely not. I still have the bone horn. I don't need that. Oh, I also have a dried fish. Okay, I've got food. Food is okay. So, if we take some of the things Artemy has said very seriously, the Butchers and the Adong aren't so different. In fact, Oyun refers to Artemy and himself as Adong, even though they are not worms. And Artemy tells Daniel, when Daniel complains, that when he went into the abattoir, he was attacked like they were wild animals. He tells Daniel plainly, they are wild animals. Which, to me... Oh yeah, we'll stay at Capello's. That's right by the theater. That sounds like... Artemy and Oyun are both beasts. Big, strong beasts. And we need a big, strong beast sacrifice. Big, strong beast blood. I have opted not to tell Aglaya about the Olgimski's part of the plan, because I already told Mother Superior. First, we eat. It's pretty good.
I feel a current in my veins.
Take the Miradorm.
The day is over. Your timely efforts allowed your supporters to remain unharmed. A new mime performance is being rehearsed.
It's the same power that my dear mother... It's the same power.
Day 9. Let's go see the performance, then go back to sleep. Okay, the army's here shooting people in the street. Whoa. Also, this district became infected overnight. Yay. We get to see that cutscene again.
It's the same.
Unskippable. Okay, we will quick save after this. I assume Taya's going to do something about the Olgivskis. I did specifically tell her it was Little Vlad instead of Big Vlad. We'll see if that changes things. I have this image in my head of how the plague districts work. That it's a very big stair step of difficulty. You know, they first show up, they kind of look like this, right? You got bodies on the ground, you got the boils on the buildings, plague clouds and rats. And then there's a jump when you get the Angels of Blood, right? So it's just a two-tier system. And then they've got a different thing when they were formerly plague infected, but it really is more of a sliding scale than that. And I feel like I didn't give the game enough credit for that kind of thing. That there are levels within these levels.
Do you see now how many mysteries the Earth holds? The more terrifying the mystery, the deeper it lies, and the fewer wells can reach them.
The bowels of the abattoir were turned inside out. There are beasts there.
It's filled with roots and dirt. The underground doors opens easily, but you can only go through if there's a grave behind it. Hopefully you catch my drift?
There's nothing to lose anyway. The soldiers will be here tomorrow. Let's risk it.
You're free to go anywhere. To the right, to the left, upwards, and even downwards a bit. You're welcome to make sure there are no tricks.
Who cares? It's all the same in the end.
tragedy and just living his best life.
Even the wisest of men may be so indifferent in ordinary matters, but they are seldom so in their most serious affairs.
Okay. No quest, no task. I did get a letter. Glyolilic's letter on the beings of a higher kind. The foreman claims that the earth is nourished by blood. Could it be that this is the Dirk your father wrote of? There are miraculous creatures all around us, I think. Some of them so great we cannot even feel their presence. How can we possibly recognize them? A man would only accept something that he is prepared to acknowledge as a fact. Nevertheless, the town is alive. It has a head, a heart, and a belly. There are veins running through its massive body. The town has its own memory. It breathes, it thinks, it feels fear. Who knows? Perhaps the town can even feel love. A world in which towns have a heartbeat is a world I want to live in. I want to feel the earth tossing and turning beneath my feet. Hello, Propane Panda. We have confirmed the town is alive with literal veins of blood in the earth. That blood is hot and alive. Foreman Oyun is keeping it from me. Big Vlad still lives. For now.
Fortune turns all things to the advantage of those on whom she smiles.
What even hit me? I just want to take more Miradorm and go back to sleep. I just need to get to Capella. She's literally 2 blocks away. It's 3 o'clock in the morning. Please let Artemy go back to sleep. And as a reminder, now the army is here now. Meaning flamethrower troops and Commander Block is back. Probably don't need it now, but I figured I'd check to see if you have morphine. You have Novocaine and morphine. Seems irresponsible and expensive. Let's get each. What do my stats look like? I'm gonna take the Novocaine. Sleep. That should get my health very nearly. I'm gonna take the other Mirador. Save the Novocaine and morphine for a full night's sleep. Drugs. Miradorm.
I used to go out in the night, only to be found someplace new in the morning.
Okay, full health. 0 exhaustion. The town is dying. It all ends in less than 4 days. The 9th day has come. Death toll 4,000. In which it becomes apparent that the Haruspecs will have to fight for the kin in the land of his ancestors. So 2 letters. First, a message from the temporary headquarters. Artemy Barak, the surgeon, is hereby requested to report for service. Present yourself immediately at the headquarters of the 4th Army Commander, located at the Town Hall. Signed, Major General Alexander Block. The Bachelor, the Army, and the Inquisition. It's not simply the future of the town that we are to decide on. It's not merely the fate of a random settlement that hangs in the balance, but the fate of one of the last places left where this rapidly disappearing culture has survived. Societies that are able to direct their efforts to creating impossible things are obliterated within the merciless passage of history. The rulers lack even the nominal kind of authority Aglaia hands are tied. While she is still alive, she won't let the commander raise or demolish at will. However, keeping the military in check is a task that will claim the entirety of her attention. There are not that many people left who are able to make meaningful decisions. This puts great responsibility on us both. I suppose unless one of the chess queens is removed from the board, their conflict will end in a stalemate. This will give us the opportunity to influence the ultimate decision. This may also lead to our demise. Be very careful. I just got out. Please. Please. The town hall's not far from here. Map of the town. The veins of blood. Yeah, it's just around the corner. That's all I gotta do. Okay, that's what I thought. The arrow foot directions. Anyway. Why didn't you die? What? I should have just picked it up. It hadn't noticed me. I thought I was going to get an instant kill. Almost there.
Yes.
Artemy Barak. Surgeon? I am a haruspice. What does that mean? Haruspices were ancient priests that cut bodies open to learn and fulfill a higher purpose. You were recommended to me as an extraordinarily talented doctor who is also knowledgeable in the practices specific to this place. Were you born here? Yes, my parents come from the kin, and there's no need to roar, General. I can hear you just fine.
Whose will was it that sent us to this plague-ridden hellhole? We are needed at the front line.
I've heard reports about you. Is it true you've managed to make a cure for the disease? Yes, it is. Good. That is very good. You deserve a commendation. Why? Because now, thanks to you, the Inquisitor has no reason to be here. She can end her short leave and march back to the scaffold. She won't be getting in my way, and that'll make things easier for us. To the scaffold? She's sentenced to death. Her leave here was a final chance for her to rehabilitate herself. She will be cleared of all charges if she finds a solution and wins. Otherwise, the verdict continues to apply, but she deserves it fully, so don't worry. Deserves it how? That's not what we're talking about at the moment. We're talking about your cure. I never conceived it as a tool of someone else's execution. I find it puzzling that the Bachelor disregards this fact so easily. He's not as spirited as you are. Is there a way to make as much of this serum as yours as possible? How much do you need? How much? Hundreds of liters. Enough to cure everyone infected here and send an emergency batch to the capital. That's impossible. Why? The source material is too rare. What is it made from? Manners, General. I'm not one of your soldiers. I have neither time nor mood to be mannered with you. Answer the question. I won't. Then go to hell. Your loss. Farewell, General. Interesting.
What?
It didn't even... When are you going to bring news? It didn't give me a failed quest. I need to talk to Aglaya. Help? No help? The rat is going to get me infected? Soldier? You're a terrible soldier. There are 3 rats? What is happening? This is why we bought the Novocaine. Do your jobs? Thank you. I mean, it might be a failure state. Disagreeing with the military might be a failure state, but it might not tell me that it's a failure state. Yo, I will take those, thank you. Running into money problems. But we've got food. The military is a failed state. Hot takes. Propane Panda is on fire. He is cooking. Might as well try the canes while we're here. I don't expect a lot of help, though.
Great souls are not those who have fewer passions and more virtues than the common, but those only who have greater designs.
Bacon is the superior food, and I think much more versatile, but there is something really homey and comforting about sausage every once in a while, so they both have their place. Georgie is sick. What? Daniel. Daniel, what's gone wrong? That is Daniel's bound. The canes are Daniel's.
Who is it walking upstairs?
Hey, is it true you're going to the gallows?
Premonitions rarely fail me.
You should go. You'll do just fine without my help. Okay. I guess that's true. Check on Ava and the Bachelor since they're here. Then I guess we head to Fort Minoan. Ava is not dead. Ava's right here.
Oh, I fear young Kain's lack of restraint. He'll definitely pull a stunt or two.
Daniel? Where has the Bachelor gone? Daniel being missing is very bad. Made it. What was what? The blood angel thing? That's just that's the sand pest on on anger mode. Starts doing that about halfway through the game. You get some extra mean plague clouds. That's the theater. This isn't exactly where I intended to go, but that's fine. Get around to you. Young Vlad, do you still live? Frick, I almost got there. That was a real clean walk. The north corner to the south corner. There we go. No way around this one. Come on. Look! Go away. Youngblood is dead. That feels better. Ava lives and young Vlad dies in this run. It is at the very least not all bad. So, thinking about it, I'm willing to bet Commander Block has a side quest for me today. Offer money or resources or another gun or something. And by refusing to talk to him about how the blood works under the town and what is inside the abattoir, I'm not going to get that side quest, is my guess. But I'm also probably not going to send the army in to point guns at the indigenous people, so...
Someone is circling the place at night.
Nothing from Murky. Got this group again. who I never failed to beat as Daniel, but never needed to. Okay, let's check in with Nafkin and Bad Grief, Ruben. Just going all around town before we get back to the abattoir. HBomberGuy kind of makes fun of it when he says it, but I do think you get good at walking playing this game. Learning where everyone is and the ins and outs of every building so that you can get around blocked routes and things is really satisfying. That is ultimately the gameplay loop. How are the Soul and the Halves?
The soldiers are led by a famous commander, the champion of the Scarius himself.
Oh man, the bastards are all over the place. They'll give us hell now. Did you make a map yesterday? Yep. Willing to share? You have the map all right, but it ain't cheap. What do you want? Bring us 4 crowbars and you'll have it free of charge. 4 crowbars mean 4 dead marauders. Why are you so bloodthirsty? They shouldn't have killed Button. I told them we'd take out 4 of them for any one of ours. He wants me to murder more children. Can't actually get over that. Okay. Of all things, I think this game might be too pretentious for the 3 of them on mostly walking. Yeah, I think Marauders is the rival child gang.
He who loans a minute owes a year in interest.
Okay. Knives, guns, bullets, all your standard fare. He has a set of overalls for 90,000. Because if I'm ever gonna have that money. Sewing needles. I haven't seen a child that sells schmatter in a long time. Ruben. No Daniel and no Ruben. Fuck. Capella. Okay. Go to the lab, drop off my herbs. Grab some of the herbs that I don't care for. In case I end up by the Broken Heart. Can trade them to Andres Tomatin for drugs and food and ammo. Then we'll hit Aspity, head up to the Termitary. in the abattoir. Get this day started for real. Alright, clear out inventory. Already carrying 30 blood, that's good. Grace is over here too. Grace, Aspity, Aptar.
They'll kill us all. They won't spare anyone.
That's what the army's here for. This part of town looks much better than yesterday.
Pins are sticking out of the pores of my skin. Yeah, what happened here, guys?
if crowbars drop specifically from the people who are inside buildings. Should have quick saved after I bought food. Gonna check with Mother Superior, then Oyan. Also thinking about taking that Novocaine now. We'll just bandage up. That's what I have the bandages for. It is already noon. I'm so behind on today.
My right eye is only half closed when I'm tilted.
Okay, nothing from her. From an Oyan it is. Let's see what he has planned for me. Trials to prove that I'm worthy to show me the veins that is my right as an Enku. Giant brazier is cool. I like that part.
Resolve doesn't equal true strength, Kindred One.
How dare you come back, Half-Blood One? Why would I not, Elder One? You are not brave, you are thick. I can kill you with my breath. I can kill you with my touch. I can burn you with my gaze. I have come to ask you, Elder One. Ask once, there is no second question. Who killed my father? Your father was killed by the horn of Bos Nadur, a bull massive, red-skinned, his lines formed by Suok's song, Mother Bodo's warmth, the blood in her earthen womb, or any of the mistresses will speak to the truth of my words, for they cannot lie. Your answer clarifies nothing, because you do not know how to ask. You are thick.
What?
What do I do? Bos Turik's house has been desecrated, a bad omen for unkind times. A snakeskin-coated intruder has got into here at night. Must have been he that has stolen leather bottles filled with living blood. I'll give you the answer if you find out where the blood is gone. Snakeskin-coated intruder got in here at night and got leather bottles filled with living blood. I mean, that sounds like Daniel. Daniel is missing. Or at least he was earlier. This is at least the main quest. I need to talk to the Bachelor if I am to learn the details of last night's intrusion to the abattoir. He got the shit kicked out of him. That's what happened. All that food is gone. Getting exhausted very fast. Is it because I ate fresh meat? I'm not sure why my exhaustion went up so much. Just one more thing we'll deal with, I suppose. Well, if the Bachelor was not at Ava's, and not at Aglaya, and not with Commander Block, we'll try the Stomatins. Sticky, you still good? You good?
Every Joker's one step away from being a goner.
Okay. Or Daniel will actually be back where he belongs. exhaustion is still going up. Oh, Peter's this way. I'm not infected. What is happening?
Truth is found.
The changeling's choice. I know you've been told that I'm a witch, not a saint. They may have even told you that I am the sand pest itself, wearing the masquerade of flesh and blood. They certainly must have told you that I save the castaway and condemn the ingenious. They said that I break the courageous and force them to submit to the plague. But let me tell you one thing. Saints and miracle workers are always covered in blood and filth. Their acts are not necessarily comprehensible to the common folk who expect kindness instead of good and courtesy instead of love. This is not who I am. I know what will happen in 3 days. I will be able to avoid the contradictions that keep you and the Bachelor in the dark. Remember, I will perform the miracle in the end. I will perform it with the help of the outcast and the evil. Bad Grief, Foreman, the villain, Bad Grief the thief, Foreman the villain, Alexander the cruel, Katerina the deceived, Lara the vengeful, Yulia the unbeliever, Anna the egoist, Aspedy the heathen, and Reuben the oathbreaker. They will survive in order to die, and upon dying they will claim life everlasting. I need them for the miracle to work. Remember that, Clara.
What has this town turned into? Truly a country of contradictions.
No help from anybody. That's that hop-up I talked about. Getting to Katerina.
I'm afraid I'm of little use now.
I'm not sure you were ever very useful at all. Gotta be honest there.
Why do you all come here to gawk at me?
Interesting. You have meds, but you won't trade them. You have ammo, but I have ammo. Okay. You have coffee beans. Which, with my exhaustion going the way it is, let's try them. Why not? So, I think Formino Yun did something to me. Either that or the game's got a really weird bug going on. So I'm out of ideas at this point. I'm just gonna go back to the Stillwater and see if Daniel is there. I'm already feeling like I'm going to need to restart the whole day. I guess Laura's right here. Hey Laura, is everything good? I agree about the gulping noises.
Clemency is born out of virtue.
Nothing. Gonna need that tourniquet for all the health I'm losing because my exhaustion is full. I cannot imagine trying to do this while infected. This is in fact today's challenge. I cannot imagine trying to do this while infected at all. Bachelor? He's still not here? So Ava to Glaya, and then I'm out of ideas. I don't even know what's going on today.
Oh, I fear young Kyne's lack of restraint. He'll definitely pull a stunt or two.
I need the Bachelor. Where is he? He left for the Polyhedron and hasn't come back yet. I'm worried. What are you worrying about? The soldiers. Do you know what they're doing? They kill, burn, and rape. Okay. Bachelor's not returned from the Polyhedron. Okay. I believe this is Artemis' first time climbing the Polyhedron. What is it? Fey Knights, don't touch me, you fierce man. Where was the Bachelor? Ha! He was taken to the first circle, then he was taken out of here just to be safe. What if General Ashes sticks his neck out for him? You never know. He could start shooting. Where is he now? They took him to the works. He'll be subject to extreme interrogation techniques there. Just tell everyone he's not here if you're asked, especially since that's true. Watch it, especially if I don't find him in the works. Yeah, okay. Somewhere in the factory, dogheads are torturing Bachelor Dankovsky. Welcome back. So, sounds like the Bachelor forced his way into the polyhedron. And so the dogheads are torturing him. Meanwhile, my exhaustion is still maxing itself out, which is, of course, killing me. Okay. Time for a Novocaine nap? Do I have time? I can heal and reduce my exhaustion all at once. Reset the clock on that, but not the clock on the clock. Oh, my exhaustion just doesn't go down while sleeping. Just not at all. I hope I don't have a lot else I need to do today. No, sleeping is how you relieve exhaustion. That's normally how it works. But something is causing my exhaustion to max out today. And I don't have any idea what or why. Capella, a remarkable guest has come to see me. She's asking about you. Well, I'm right here. This save was a while back. I think I still need to talk to the doghead in front of the polyhedron. I guess I won't waste my time on a nap then. If my exhaustion's already maxed out, I might as well just take morphine. Because how those medicines work is they make you exhausted, but they heal you. I'm gonna wait for my health to pop up in the corner, and then I will take a drug. We'll skip the nap this time. Okay, so there's my health. going down because my exhaustion is full. Took Novocaine, which should make me exhausted, but it heals me, which is why you take it while you sleep, because that cures your exhaustion while it's healing you. But since that can't happen, I am going to assume that it's just going to heal me over time, even with my exhaustion maxed out. Go away, please. There we go. All right, let's go. Frick, that cloud. Okay. Capella's going to want to talk to me eventually, but without taking that nap, there's at least 3 hours. Frick. Ah. I dodged 2 of them. The stress is good. The stress is fine. The stress is fun. My health has not really gone up that much. I assume because the max exhaustion is also hurting me. It's holding steady though. Okay. Cross the bridge. Into the warehouse. Probably gonna have to murder a bunch of children to save the bachelor. In fairness, those children are torturing a doctor. Just getting myself prepared for what is going to need to happen. Should have 6 shots. Howdy, Chief. Is Bachelor Denkovsky here? Captured, as you can see, he's our trophy. Man's taking his last few breaths. That's inconvenient. You remember me, Chief? Do you think I can see who you are behind that mask? You let me go a week ago, the day the old man died. This is the kid I was supposed to kill day one. I didn't kill you. Can you help me out? So what do you want? I'm looking for a specimen for my experiments, a bachelor-sized one. Ah, sure, you can have them. Tit for tat. Let me talk to the guys. Thank you. Oh my goodness. I made a positive moral choice in a video game, and it worked out. It is 8 in-game days later. If you just don't kill children, you won't have to kill children. Wonderful. Thank you. If it weren't for you, those little buggers would have split my guts. However, you shouldn't have let yourself be run by them. The kids are arming up, and I have a strong suspicion these arms may go off at any moment. What the hell did you want in that tower in the first place? I have every reason to believe that the polyhedron plays a key part in the history of this settlement. It's not actually a part of town. It stands on its own. Yet they do have an inextricable connection. One cannot last long without the other. Have you ever been to the abattoir? I have. Why? Did you take the blood from there? I didn't. It wasn't the reason why I went there in the first place. I wanted to take a soil sample and talk to the foreman. He didn't seem the talkative type, though. Have you taken something? Anything? No, but... You know, it was that little mite that had announced when the pass was going to open. What you may not know is that it opened because they have carried a parcel out. Who has? Butchers, and those hide-clad thugs. Where did they go? I took no notice of it. It was dark. Also, I ran inside immediately. Thank you, Oinon. This time you have been of help. There you go. That is the polyhedron stabbing into the bowl of the earth. Okay, so Daniel did not steal the blood. That is all that should matter for Oyan. Let's just get back to Oyan and tell him and see if there's some reason from him for why my body has been dying all day. There's not a way through here. Ah! Gotta get on the other side of this fence. Could be the military. It'd have had a serious delay, but you know, I did piss them off. Hey, do you have any bandages? I have a feeling I'm going to need them specifically. Thank you. Do you have any bandages? No. Well, we tried. Long walk through here. So I wonder if the thing that was taken out of the abattoir was the bull on the bone stake. I'm going to check that after this. Hey, fix me.
What is this body made of?
Oinon didn't steal the blood, I can testify to that. He saw 2 butchers and 3 bone breakers take something out of the abattoir. Sounds true. 2 children of Bodo and 3 worms are missing. You have passed the trial. What do you want to know? I want to know the truth. Ask me then. Here, inside the vein of Bodo, no one will dare lie to you. That is why knowledge drips scarcely from me, like clotting blood from a wound. Who did my father have in mind? What is this Udurg creature marked by this brand? Creature of the kind that is always around, the body that contains the world. Any body contains a world. Yours doesn't, mine doesn't. The world in your head is not a world, it is a mold. What sacrifice am I meant to make? You will learn that tomorrow if you pass the next trial, kindred one. Don't get ahead of yourself. I will come tomorrow. Foreman needs more time to come to terms with what he has learned. It seems he is less shaken by the theft of the blood and by the treachery of the faithful. Tomorrow the story will continue. Okay, if I heal myself, am I good now? Nope. Exhaustion's still going up really quickly. That is at least the main quest done. We might be okay. Yep, I think we're good. Okay, okay. Bones take a lot, and I need a nap. And then Capella will want to talk to me. I can nap at Capella's, I suppose. We don't have time for Oyun's games, and that is, I think, the whole point. I believe Forbin Oyun is trying to keep me away from my tasks. What is the way into this? Okay. We're almost there. Go to the Bone Stake lot and we'll save the game. We're just gonna take a look. We'll save the game and put it away. This isn't the way I want to go. I need to go this way. Yes. Anything here? No, nothing here. Okay. Honestly, kind of good news. Well, that's gonna be it for tonight. I feel like shockingly little happened. Felt pretty empty. Maybe there'd have been more if I didn't piss off Commander Block, but I think I'm okay with that. Well, anyway, thank you all for joining me, and I'll be back next week with more. Just gonna keep going. We're almost there. We're almost at the end of day 9. It all ends in 3 days. Have a wonderful rest of your evening. Good night.